Affairs, and this is in continuation with yesterday's class where we're discussing the January month, the entire January month compilation. So in today's compilation, we'll be basically dealing with the summits and reports. So as you're aware, there are a lot of important summits which are held by the international organizations, and I had completed many of the summits as part of our monthly current affairs, during the daily when we discuss the state of international affairs. But still there are some of the important summits which got missed, okay, and some of the important summits which are important only for the prelims point of view. So I'll be trying to cover them in this class so that we'll have a comprehensive sort of overview. As I told yesterday also, this is to live up to the promise that 100% all the questions from prelims and mains have to be from our course. Okay, so we have a very lofty goal in our mind, so we are working towards it. Okay, so let's begin the summits and reports. And at the beginning, I just wanted to tell you that not only for UPSC CSE, but even if you're preparing for UGC NET or if you're preparing for other competitive exams, the banking exams, your IB, the SSC CGL, all of the examinations, the summits and reports are extremely important. Okay, so this is for the month of January 2021. Let's begin. Yes, Gokul, please tell me your doubt. Before we begin the class, my name is B. Teja Sir. I've graduated from IIT Kharagpur and I've worked at Ware Minerals and ex-MNC professional, and I've been teaching the UPSC students for the past 2 years. You can see my profile here on the Gradeup app, and you can press the follow button. Okay, let me just share you the profile. You can press the follow up and we can get in touch. Okay, you can ask me any questions, or whenever my class is about to go live, you'll be intimated about it. And this is a sort of reaching out to the students. Okay, and of course, as part of the Gradeup Super, presently we are having the February Mela, in which there is double validity at 50% off. So if you're taking for 3 months, you'll be getting for another extra 3 months. If you'll take for 9 months, you'll get another extra 9 months. So this double validity, and it's also valid at 50% off. So it's a golden opportunity for students planning to buy the Gradeup Super subscription. No, they are not free, Gokul Krishnan. They are subsidized, heavily subsidized, especially the Covishield, which is going. It is not freely given to the countries. Okay, but of course, it depends on the countries. If it's maybe some country like Nepal, some of them would be free and some of them would be paid. All right, so the first important summit we have is the Climate Adaptation Summit. So this was hosted by the government of Netherlands. On this, we also had a special class, and this was supported by the Global Center on Adaptation. It's a Netherlands-based body in Amsterdam, Netherlands, and mainly you can see it's a front of the government of Netherlands, okay, rather than a UN-led body. But of course, in the formation of the Global Center of Adaptation, your government of Netherlands and UNEP was also involved. And it's an online global conference to accelerate, innovate, and scale up the efforts for a sustainable climate change future. So basically, this involves all the governments, all the business leaders, civil society, academics, youth representatives, all of them. They come together in this session. And it's important this year, especially for our UPSC examination, because our Prime Minister has addressed this summit. Okay, he has addressed this summit. So it's an important summit. And he had made the famous announcement of India would achieve 450 gigawatt renewable energy. Presently, does anybody know the target of India? What is the present target of India of renewable energy? Please let me know in the comments. Hey, good afternoon, Vineet Kumar from YouTube. Yes, 175 gigawatt, and we want to double it. India wants to double it, 450 gigawatt by 2030. And it also saw the launch of a comprehensive adaptation action agenda, okay, where the commitments on climate adaptation, they are to be taken by the country. So all the different adaptations are sought to be collated in this adaptation action agenda. So there can be a direct question in prelims. Adaptation action agenda is related to what? Okay, you might be tempted to go with UNFCCC or the CBD and other organizations, but it's actually this Climate Adaptation Summit. Okay, Ketaki Mokal, it's 175 gigawatt, not megawatt. So there were 4 themes: African adaptation, finance and investment, youth leadership, locally led adaptation. So such themes are there. You don't have to memorize the themes, but just to get an idea of what is adaptation, these are the ones which are covered. Okay, water, African adaptation, resilient cities, all of them, they're there. Next important summit which happened in January was the most important World Economic Forum's Davos Agenda 2021. Okay, Davos is it's actually a municipality. It's a small place in Switzerland. And the theme of this year's Davos Agenda was Crucial Year to Rebuild Trust. Because during the COVID-19 pandemic, there was a sudden lockdown in many countries and there was a severe distrust between the governments and the markets and the civil society. So to rebuild the trust, we have the theme of the Davos Agenda. Now note that this theme can be directly asked for other competitive exams. If you're preparing for UGC NET or IB or other exams, they'll directly ask you what is the theme of Davos Agenda. So you have to remember the themes, especially such big summits. Okay, I'll tell you what are the big summits. For these, you have to remember the themes. And Narendra Modi ji and Xi Jinping, all of this big heads of state, they had participated in the meeting. And the highlights, one important highlight was US has formally rejoined the Paris Climate Accord. Okay, John Kerry has mentioned that US has formally rejoined. So if there are any doubts, that Joe Biden will join or not, it's confirmed that they have joined, US has joined. And there are 2 important alliances or sort of initiatives which were launched under the Davos Agenda this year. They can be directly asked in prelims. The first is here, GAIA, the Global Artificial Intelligence Action Alliance. Okay, this is to accelerate the inclusive, transparent and trusted AI around the globe. So around 100 companies, your government, civil society organizations, they'll come up and they'll teach their best practices, the tools which they're developing in artificial intelligence. Okay, and this is more important because it's co-chaired by Arvind Krishna. He's the chairman and CEO of IBM, and Vilas Dhar. Okay, he's the president of Patrick McGovern Foundation, but 2 Indians are heading this, Gaia. And WEF also launched another Edison platform, which is essential digital infrastructure and services. Mainly due to the COVID-19, there was a lot of digital divide, especially in the education, in the health, in the skilling sectors. So to bridge that, they have launched this Edison. Okay, Gaia and Edison, which are prominently seen in news, are related to what? Directly, you should be able to answer WEF's Davos Summit. Okay, hello Srikutan. Okay, and if you want to know more about these 2 summits, these are the most important summits of, I would say, January. You can watch both of these videos. Towards the end of the class, I'll share you a link of all the videos at one place. Okay, the blog at one place. You can go through that. Next important summit which we had was the One Planet Summit. This was held on Jan 11th, 2021. It was organized by France, United Nations, World Bank of Paris, mainly for the global biodiversity targets. So it's a biodiversity related summit. Okay, can somebody tell me what is the primary sort of international organization for your biodiversity? Anyone? Please tell me in the comments below. So the theme of the summit is Let's Act Together for Nature. One Planet Summit related to biodiversity. Anyone? Yes, very good, Srikutan. UNCBD. Okay, CBD which we are having. So this is something related to CBD. Actually, the CBD this year in 2021, it is going to be held in China. Okay, irony has killed itself because it's going to be held in China. They are famous for their bats and pangolins and other COVID-19 biodiversity. So maybe that's why they're holding it in China. Anyway, so the summit meeting which has happened in One Planet Summit, those outcomes would be discussed in the CBD in China. Okay, that's why it's important. And the summit was not attended by India, Brazil, Russia, and United States. Fine. Please note, India had not attended this year's One Planet Summit. And there are 2 important initiatives which were actually awarded as part of this One Planet Summit. One is the pre-zode, preventing the zoonotic disease emergence. So it's an international initiative for emergence of zoonotic diseases and pandemics. Similarly, another Great Green Wall Investment Forum. Okay, has anybody heard of this Great Green Wall Investment Forum? For the past few years, we've been hearing of Green Wall. Does anybody know what is a green wall? Please let me know in the comments. What do you understand by the green wall, which they're building in Africa? It is a sort of your tree cover, a small tree cover they're building right from the Senegal towards the North Africa to the Djibouti. Okay, it is bordering the Sahara Desert to prevent the spread of Sahara Desert down south. It's very important current affair. I think we'll take a proper class on green wall when it comes in news. It's very important, especially for the prelims, for the environment, international organizations. Green wall is very important. And this Green Wall Investment Forum was also mentioned as part of the One Planet Summit. Yes, very good, Suruchi Sharma. It is used to stop desertification. Fine. Pre-zode and Great Green Wall Investment Forum, they are mentioned as part of the One Planet Summit. Okay, One Planet Summit is related to CBD. It's related to the biodiversity, and the outcomes of this would be discussed in CBD this year. Next important summit which took place was the Asia Cooperation Dialogue. Where did this take place? It took place in Turkey. It took place virtually, of course, but the government of Turkey has hosted it. And the theme was the new normal and healthy tourism. So they have focused on tourism. And India also has made strides on tourism. Our Indian ambassador, actually Mrs. Riva Kumar Ganguly, she is the famous secretary for the Middle East countries. So she has held a secretary for Eastern Affairs, and she has told that India would focus on trade, tourism, and technology, 3 T's. And India is building upon the IMT, India, Myanmar, Thailand, and we are also trying to extend it to the Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam. So it's just an Asia Cooperation Dialogue, and they have declared an Ankara Declaration. Okay, I hope you're aware, Ankara is the capital of Turkey, not Istanbul. So I've declared how to improve cooperation, how to, improve tourism in the coming year, how to improve the international cooperation, the Asian cooperation through collaboration and dialogue. All of them they have discussed. What does normal imply here? Normal is the new normal, the pre-COVID time. New normal. Like after the COVID-19, there is a huge, after the pandemic effects, there is a huge sort of distraught in the world, right? So the travels have been affected, the tourism has been affected. So dealing with the new normal, how you'll be dealing, how you'll be taking care of a echo bubble, how will you be taking care of those sanitizers, of the PPE kits, and screening the passengers. So that is the new normal presently. Cool. So those are the most important summits which have taken place in the month of January. And let us see some reports and indexes. Reports and indexes also for us, for UPSC, they'll just ask you, the following report has been, which organization has come out with the following report. Okay, at the UPSC level, that is, they focus on that. But for other examinations, you need to know the rankings and something which is very important. And of course, you can use these reports for your mains also. In prelims, you'll be directly getting questions. And in mains also, for example, we'll be discussing corruption perception index that you can definitely use in your ethics answers, in your GS2 answers when you're writing of corruption. Okay, for example, this is the Digital Evolution Index scorecard. It was developed by the Tufts University's Fletcher School in partnership with MasterCard. So it is how well the digital ecosystem is growing in a country. That has been launched, and India is ranked 4th. So imagine we have a question on Digital India. There's a question, what do you understand by Digital India? What are the pillars of Digital India? Or analyze India's performance in the digital ecosystem. So this would be a brilliant introduction for your answer. Not January 11th, but of course, according to the Fletcher School MasterCard Digital Evolution Index, India has been ranked 4th. And this is a huge sort of benchmark, right? India ranking 4th. Of course, this is evolution. This is based on the progress. But whatever it is, if an international level report has cited India, you can definitely use it in your mains answers. That's how you have to connect the things. Okay. And it should be noted that India has doubled its mobile internet connectivity in the last 4 years. It will add 350 million smartphones by 2023. Can somebody tell me, in the last 4 years it has doubled? After which incident has this mobile internet connectivity and digital payments doubled? Can somebody tell me what was the groundbreaking incident which had happened in that last 4 years because of which the doubling of digital evolution happened? Please tell me in the comments. What was the main incident which happened? Gokul Krishna is saying Jio. Fine, Jio, theek hai. And any other incident? Jio was there even before 4 years. One particular paradigm sort of event took place in India. All of us were affected. You were also affected by that. Yes, very good. Simran, demonetization. Okay, after the demonetization, even if you read the Niti Aayog strategy for India 2022, they focused on this, the digital payments. It has increased 97%. Can you imagine? Before the demonetization, after demonetization, digital payments, the use of UPI, Paytm, your phone pay, Google Pay, they have increased after the demonetization. Fine. Anyway, so they haven't quoted demonetization, but it's implied here. In the last 4 years, that was the most important, which has driven the digitalization. And curiously, under demonetization, this was not an objective of demonetization, if you remember. Demonetization objective was different. It was black money, terrorism, and other things. But digital payments as an offshoot, it has grown. And the scorecard is also published in the Harvard Business Review. Right? So just remember, Digital Evolution Scorecard, India has ranked 4th all over the world. Next, the Henley and Partners Passport Index, we had discussed this. It was released on 17 January 2021. So what is the Henley's Passport Index? It will tell you the ranking of countries based on the visa-free travel you'll be getting. So if you're belonging to, say, Japan, if you have the Japanese passport, you get visa-free access to 191 destinations around the world. There are 193 countries, and in 191 countries around the world, you'll be getting visa-free if you have the Japanese passport. So it's so powerful, the Japanese passport. And India has ranked 85th in it. So our score is 58. So based on that, India has actually declined. Our ranking has declined. So for 58 countries, we have the visa-free travel presently. If you want to know what are the 58 countries, you can go through this video. You can type on YouTube, Henley and Partners Passport Index, Gradeup IAS. I have taken a proper class on this. I'll give you the link for it to the end of the class. Fine. Next important report is the Global Firepower Ranking. Global Firepower Ranking. It was declared by the Global Firepower Institute. The name of the institute is that only. So based on 50 individual factors, they have given the power index. Mainly to say how powerful a country is in terms of its military, in terms of its logistical capability and geography. Okay, even the geographical factors are taken into account. And India has ranked 4th. This also is a huge achievement if you ask me. Okay, all around the world, basically we have ranked 4th mainly because of our army. Okay, because of the huge population of our army, we have been ranked 4th, and it has been taught by USA. Okay, USA, next Russia, 3rd is China, and 4th is India. Yes, okay. And Asia has been topped among the regions. In terms of regions, if you see, mainly because of Russia and of course, Russia would not come under Asia, it would come under the Asia Pacific, I think. So if you, on the whole, if you collate the Asian countries, they have the highest firepower. Right? Anyway, the ranking also is not important, at least for UPSC. You can remember Global Firepower, they have released the power index. And if you're writing an answer on internal security and the military reforms, the defense procurement procedure, the defense situation of the country, you can definitely quote this. India has been ranked 4th. Next, two small indexes. The Global Climate Risk Index. It was announced by a Germany-based think tank, German Watch. Okay, so they have analyzed the weather events of 2019 and also the decadal they have given. So it has been topped by Mozambique. So they have suffered the most sort of climate events. Then Zimbabwe and Bahamas. Okay, India has improved its rank from 5th to presently it is 7th. So we have improved our rank because the number of fatalities they have reduced. Okay, we have seen many cyclones, Cyclones Fani, Cyclone Nivara, all of them we've seen. But the fatalities which are there, they have improved in India. Improved, matlab, they have declined in India. The fatality situation has improved, mainly because of disaster management, profiling of the country, and the better sort of recovery, the better sort of forecasting. We have improved our rank according to the Global Climate Risk Index. This also, whenever any question on disaster management is there, you can quote it. Next, the International Migration 2020 report. This is a very important report because of its findings, I would say. Okay, it is released by United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs, UNDESA. So all of these points which are there are extremely important. You can use them in your answers for migration. But of course, this is dealing with international migration, not the domestic migration. In terms of international migration, international migrants are 3.6% of world's population. Okay, and India has topped. This is the most groundbreaking finding from the report. India has topped in terms of the migration. 18 million persons from India are the world's largest transnational community. This year, for example, in mains, there was a question on diaspora, how diaspora can contribute to international relations. This will be a brilliant introduction. How many international migrants are there? Next year, Mexico, then Russia, they're 11 million each, and fourth is China. Okay, and in terms of the destination for the international migrants, United States of America is the largest country. Okay, now you know why there is so much Republican support in USA, because 18% of the world's total migrants are going to USA. So roughly 1/5 of the migrants are in USA. Next, Germany, and third, Saudi Arabia. But if you see the Indian situation, for us, mainly they are going to United Arab Emirates. Okay, mainly from your Kerala, the Malayalam nurses who are the most famous in United Arab Emirates. So they are the migrants. And next is USA, and third is Saudi Arabia. Okay, you must be thinking, where is Canada? Okay, but Canada, more than migrants, we are getting citizenship there. Indians, we are becoming citizens. So when you're a citizen, you won't be called as an international migrant. These are all migrants, they're going for some work. But Canada, our Punjab is ruling Canada. So our defense, for example, Canadian defense minister is a Punjabi. I hope you're aware. He's a Sikh. So in that way, Canada is going to become the new Punjab 2.0. Anyway, I'm just kidding. But please note that United Arab Emirates is the topmost. Next, USA, and third is Saudi Arabia. Fine? Yes, mostly oil workers and even the health sector. A lot of health sector in Middle East is run by the Indian doctors, Indian nurses. And the last index for January. Is it buffering? Just wait for 2 minutes. Yeah, please wait for 2 minutes. Yeah, welcome everyone. Okay. We are growing digitally, digital evolution, we are fourth, but still we have some issues with our broadband and internet connections. Anyway, the last index for the January is Corruption Perception Index. This was released in January, last January ending. where India's rank has slipped to 86th. Okay, we were 80th in 2019 and we have slipped to 86th. But if you see the Asian perspective, India is still the better among the Asian countries. And the theme is, they have defined corruption as the misuse of public power for private benefit. It has been topped by the New Zealand and Denmark with the scores of 88, which is the minimum corruption they're having. And Somalia and South Sudan, they have ranked the least. Okay, CPI has ranked 180 countries based on the levels of public sector perception, based on expert assessments from World Bank, IMF, other international organizations, and the surveys of the business executives. The corporate companies, from the surveys, they are called the Corruption Perception Index. Okay, it is released by Transparency International. So some of you would be knowing we had taken an exclusive class, an entire class on the Corruption Perception Index. What is corruption? Why is there corruption in India? And what can we do? You can watch that answer. You can watch that video. Okay. So that's it, friends. That's the end of today's class. Let me just share you the link of all the classes in one go. Give me 1 second. And if you like the class, please like, share, and subscribe. Mainly, we need sharing from you people. Okay, because the channel has to grow, the series has to grow. Only then there'll be better content for you and better interaction with you. And to keep the series thriving, it'll just take 1 minute. You can go to your Facebook profiles or on your social media, on your WhatsApp. If you like the class, please share this video because it's a very important video, right? The reports and indexes. Give me 1 second. Yeah, you can go at this link. Is the link available? One second, friends. Yeah. Okay, just press this link and you can save it. You can bookmark this link. You'll find all the videos and they'll be uploaded on this blog. Okay, this is our blog. You can see on this. Fine. Chalo. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And people who are watching on YouTube, you can watch the classes on Gradeup also, because on Gradeup we have the classes at an hourly interval. On YouTube, we'll be getting only some classes. On Gradeup, there is a more extensive sort of free classes for you. Like this class will be going on every day, Monday to Friday at 2 p.m. And all such important topics, compilations, your daily current affairs, daily international affairs, which are important for our UPSC exam and UGC NET exam, your banking and government examinations, all the important international affairs, you can leave it to me. Okay, I'll make sure that they'll be covered in the classes. And again, for the Gradeup Super people who have not taken the Gradeup Super, we are having the February Mela presently, where Gradeup Super is offered at double validity at 50% off. So please make use of this golden opportunity. Get in touch with our counselors on this number. They'll be guiding you how to enroll into Gradeup Super. Okay, I hope you know what is Gradeup Super. It is a subscription where by taking access to just one subscription of Gradeup Super, you'll be getting access to all the courses on Gradeup. Okay, the IAS course, the NCRT course, the EPFO course, you'll be getting access to all of the courses at one go. There is no need to separately purchase different courses. So you'll be saving a lot of time and money by taking just one Gradeup Super subscription. And there are also mock tests and sectional tests for your revision. So please speak to our counselors on this number to know more about Gradeup Super. Okay, so please download the Gradeup app, practice topic-wise quizzes, and keep attending the live classes. So let's meet again Monday. And I hope all of you are part of our Telegram group. So you can meet me, you can interact with me on Telegram, and you can also suggest me some topics. If you feel an important topic for international affairs which has to be covered as part of this series. This is a very democratic forum, State of International Affairs, so you can ask me the topic. I'll make sure that it will be covered in the class. Okay. Chalo. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ketaki, Mukul. Thank you, Nandini, Gokul, Krishnan, all of you. Let's meet on Monday, 2 p.m. Bye-bye.